Greetings everybody, Jason here from Biker Bytes. Now, as you may know, I was going on a trip with a couple of buddies from Adelaide. COVID has changed plans somewhat because I'm no longer allowed to go into South Australia without getting a COVID test and isolating until I get a negative result. That is not practical to where we were heading, so we're not going to meet up. So sadly, we can't do that. So anyway, my two chums have gone out on their intended trip anyway. I am going to go out on my trip as well, but we won't be meeting up. My plan is to head up to Dalby and Roma and across to Quilpie. Then I'll make a decision as to whether to go a bit further on up to Birdsville or go down south to Nakundra. I did want to go to Cameron's Corner, but the roads are closed due to flooding. The last time I looked, I contacted Nakundra. There's no flooding there at the moment, but the roads obviously haven't been regraded to allow traffic. So there you go. Anyway, let's have a look at things that I'm taking on the trip. Here is the bike, all ready and waiting. Got the Garmin, the phone, power sockets here, and there's one there as well. Super dinky buck and roll giant loop tank bag. Now you might think, what is the purpose of this? Well, I'm going to keep all my electrical stuff in here, my wallet, keys, business stuff like that. So it's really handy to get to. I put the new rear tire on last night, and boy, was that a job. So this is a 130/80 on a 17-inch rim. It's the Motors Tractionator Adventure. Really nice aggressive grip. So before that, as you probably know, I had the MT21, the Pirelli. Don't think these would last too long on all the highway miles I'll be doing, so I switched over to that. So whilst I'm here, excuse the bad camera angle, let's take a look at the depth of the tread. Let me put my glasses on. So this is a brand new tire. Brand new tire. That's awkward. I'll have to look on the video to see what that is, but we'll measure that. We'll measure that when I get back. All right, now let's go and have a look at my stuff. Here it is. This is everything, with exception to the water. Food here and here. In here is breakfast, snack bars, coffee. Here is my tea bags. I've got powdered milk, which is in a cool place. Tool bag. Okay, now that weighs the most. Electrical, so I've got charge leads, solar panel, fencing wire, straps, tool gloves. This is to pour petrol in from my fuel bladder, glasses, rain gear, warm gear, clothes, bathroom, cooking, solar charged light, tire pump, tubes, heavy duty, tube repair, knives, lock cup, replacement headlight protector screen. You may have seen the video where I made that. Ground sheet, sleeping bag, inner sleeping bag, outer bivvy thingy, pillow, climate, sleeping mat, chair, tent, nature hike, 2-up, giant loop, I think it's a 65 litre roll bag, and here 2 5-litre fuel bladders and 2, I think these are 20-litre side panniers, giant loop. So that's about it. So I'll be tracking with the Garmin. I'll leave a link in the description so you can click on that and see my progress. I'm only going to do about possibly 500 kilometers a day. I've got about going tomorrow, so I've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday. I've got about 10 days. 10 days, so that's about 5 days out there, 5 days back. Depending on what attractions there are, I might just hit one town and say that's it, I'm just going to explore this region and stay there for a couple of days. So that is about it. I've got a 4-litre Cedar Summit water bladder. I've got a hydration pack to put on my back, 2 litres, so that should see me through. Obviously I've got a dry rider jacket and dry rider adventure pants and boots. So that's it. So the next job is to squeeze all of this into my bags, find out how heavy it is, and then probably start trimming down a bit my tools. I've got every tool under the sun. I mean, I can fix the entire bike in what I got here. I've got spare pipes, I've got zip ties, I've got a spare air filter, I've got spanners of all kinds, I've got wrenches, electrical wire, electrical tape, gaffer tape, heaps of stuff, fly net, ground sheet, yeah, spag bowl, and I've got some curry as well, so varieties of spice supply. Oh yes, I must remember to take some curry powder, because I imagine these dried foods are a little bit bland, and also make a nice drink. Alright, I think that's about it. Like I say, I've got to squeeze everything in and then put it on the bike, and should be ready for the off tomorrow. So I'll do that now and come back to you. Right, that's everything packed in terms of tent and sleeping arrangements and clothes. That's everything. So that's fitted quite well in there. So the rest of all this stuff is for the side panniers, and most of this is, well, particularly the tubes and the tool bag and the water, they're heavy, so keeping those low down should help with loading the bike. So yep, let's see where all this stuff can, a lot of it's all sort of loose packed, so have to find out the best way for that. Alright, back in a bit. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. This is all my sleeping, camping and clothing, plus rain gear. On the left here, this is all my food. Can't probably see in there, but that's all my food. It's also quite light at the moment because I'll be putting in the 4-litre water bladder in there, but that's got food and cooking utensils. This bag I hope I never need to use. This is spare tubes, toolkit, pump, and that's it. But this is the heavier one, and I put it on the right hand side because when I turn, I tend to turn to the that way, anti-clockwise. I don't normally do right hand turns, so I figured that will help. This isn't too bad, this isn't too heavy. And then I've got a couple of empty fuel bladders. In here is all my electronics, so power bank, USB leads, my wallet, pocket knife, bits and pieces, and that's it. Not bad. So I'll strap these onto the side and see how it looks. It's dark. I've just had my dinner and it's really hot. It's so humid here in Brisbane today. Here's my Sea to Summit water balloon. It's a 4-litre bag. So this, actually 4 litres, what is it, 1 kilogram per litre? So that's probably going to be heavier than my tool bag, which I've strapped on this side. Sorry about the lighting. So I'm now going to put this, rest this on the top here for ease of access. On top of the food stuffs, you can't see in there obviously. So and then I'll strap this onto there. This will actually make, I think, this bag now heavier than my tool bag, which is probably just as well, because this does stick out more, as you can see. So there's going to be more weight on that side, and this is closer to the bike, so that being heavier and that being further out and slightly lighter should hopefully balance things out a bit. Right, so I'm going to put that in there and put the bag on the side. Well, he is, the Doctor, all loaded up and looking very colour schemed as well. Pretty darn good, even if I say so myself. Quite pleased with these giant loot bags. Probably won't see much this side because we're on the dark side. But yep, they go on really well. The bike is a lot heavier, as you'd imagine, which makes me glad that I got the suspension beefed up. That will make for a nice comfy ride. Yep, looking good. Hey! Right, so, I've got the water in as well. So this bag here is all my tools, the other side is food and cooking, and this is camping equipment and clothes. So it's all in there. All in there. And that's it. And then a few personal items in there. Superb. So if you want to track me, find out how I'm getting on, there's a link in the description that will take you to the map, which the Garmin tracker will be sending a location to every 10 minutes. So you can see how far I don't get or how far I do get. And that's about it really. So like I say, I'm going to head up to Quilpie probably first, in Western Queensland, and then make a decision from there as to whether I go up and across to Birdsville or down to Narkundra. And then I'll take the other route going back home, which would be via Cunnamulla, Bollen and St. George. So I don't do the same route twice, going there and coming back. Make it a little bit more interesting. So yeah, there we go. I'll try and post updates on YouTube if I get cell reception. That's about all there is to it. So I'll see you out there on the road. Biker Bytes, over and out.